What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the My One Cent Podcast. Today, joining me again, as seems to be like always now, we are one man short, though, of the Four Horsemen, so it's just a My One Cent threesome going on tonight. To my right, Brandon's View _ on Instagram and Twitter, and Mr. _V305 on Twitter with the fabulous $1 Million Man shirt, because everybody has a price. That is
you
awesome.
got it.
I love it.
Even Kamara has a price.
Kamara has a price, and we will dig into that and find out if what that might be. Gentlemen, how we doing tonight?
Very good, very good.
We're doing great, bro. We're a heat win. It's already September. So the year is flying.
Big heat win last night. Cheers. I know you had a beer. I don't know about Brandon, but I know Alex had a beer.
Yeah.
So, cheers, gentlemen.
Is that your chalice?
That is, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what? Let me tell you something. I got this shit at the dollar store, bro. Pure glass. I got this one and another mug and another big wine glass for my girl for $1.
I thought you were Chardonnay sipping for a minute.
No. I'm just labeled that because we just we stick by our team and shit.
Which stay tuned for that segment of the show.
Yeah. We'll get to that sooner or later. Trust me. There's plenty to come tonight.
You gave me an idea as like my thing for the show now, bro. I can't wait for next show. You gave me an idea.
Okay. What's that?
It'll be a surprise. Stay tuned for next show.
Okay.
Got lights up a cigar while on air and shit.
All right. That's one of the reasons I chose to do the podcast outside today, because I wanted to smoke a cigar tonight while I did the show, and I think it's a good idea. Even though I already lit this one earlier. For those of you watching, because this is also a not just a visual medium, because we have the podcasters who don't get to see this, but I would just zoom into the camera. Little Oliva G series, one of my favorites, one of my go-tos. Very smooth cigar. So we were saying heat, like this tip of the cigar, hot heat. Look. Good in spurts, and I only say that because I started watching the game last night, and one of the first Heat games I've watched in years. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a while since I've actually sat and watched a Heat game, and it started off hot, up and down, both of them shooting threes. This guy shot a three, another three here, another three there, 10-10, boom, 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 and it was fine. It was there. We were there. At one point, I don't remember if it was the first quarter or the second quarter, they went up by 10 or 12. I think it was the first quarter, because the second quarter, I know we outscored them we outscored them the rest of the game, quarter-wise. I know we outscored them the rest of the quarters, but we're down by 10 or 12. And I said, shit. I went ahead and I changed the channel, or 11, whatever. And I changed the channel. I said, okay, let me just, give them a minute. I come back around the third quarter, and it's tie game, 63-63. I'm like, all right. Then they start, Milwaukee goes on a run real quick. They're up by 6 again. I'm like, fuck this, bro. And I turn it off again. I go back to something else. And then finally I came back, and it was 111, 104, 32 seconds left. And let me tell you something. That shit annoys the fuck out of me, bro. Even though I know you're only down by 7, there's, obviously Reggie Miller did 11 points in like 8 seconds or some nonsense in Madison Square Garden one time, so it could be done. Like, you can come back and win a game like that. But I fucking hate when these guys take timeout after timeout after timeout. It's so fucking annoying when you're down by 8 or 9. Oh, timeout, and they foul. Whatever. That lasted like I don't know how long, and then finally we got the victory. Is it me, or am I wrong in saying, is it uncharacteristic of the Heat for putting up that many points? Because I don't remember the Heat being an offensive, powerhouse as far as points go. But again, I haven't really watched them that closely over the years, so. And Dragic was a good start, obviously, 27 points.
Yes.
He had a good night. Bam, 17 rebounds, which was nice, considering what you have on the other side with Giannis and Lopez and what's that other ugly-looking dude that they have?
Middleton.
Middleton.
And so, that's pretty, because they were talking about his size being a thing for us against them because they have more size. It was 17 boards. And, of course, Jimmy Butler with the 40-point game, which I didn't even notice because he didn't start off hot at all that I saw, but I did change the channel a lot. So I'm excited about that big win.
Word of advice, don't change the channel when the Heat are playing. That's my word of advice to you.
Well, every time I did, they went and came back. So I mean, I hate doing that. I'm suspicious. I'm not suspicious. Superstitious with shit like that. So, whatever. It was working, so I kept doing it.
Yeah.
So, what is your take as far as last night and the rest of the series? How you see it going? Because I don't think we're not going to sweep them, obviously. So, and if there's any indication, the first game was up and down, so they're going to get a gamer here. And obviously, home field advantage or whatever doesn't mean shit here. So, that's the one thing I take about this Orlando thing is that that's the one thing I like about it. No home court advantage. You're both playing. It's like you're playing on a fucking court in downtown or fucking at the park and shit. There's no home field advantage, bro. It's everybody's there to play.
I don't like it.
I mean, I think it's interesting for the times that we're living in right now. Like they were able to do it and it works. It's working.
Yeah, now it works now. Yeah, of course.
We're getting good basketball. I think we're getting good. I mean, I thought we were gonna get some really sloppy basketball, but we're getting good basketball. So
yeah, but I don't like that because now I know we're going off topic, but what if the Marlins make the playoffs this year? Now, as a fan, I can't even go see them go play in the playoffs since 2003. I can't even go see that in person. That sucks. You don't want to do that. Don't ever take away the authenticity of sports.
Obviously, I'm just talking about with the way things are going now. I think it's working for what they've done. I mean, people are. I mean, obviously the ratings are good because people are watching.
Of course.
But it's just something different. That's all I mean. It's just something different.
Yeah.
And it's working for now. I mean, for now. Obviously, we want to be there, especially like for the Dolphin games. I mean, dude, we just got Tua, and we're not going to be able to see him live.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
So, yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I'm just saying that it's in a funny way it works, and it's kind of cool. I guess I don't know. I guess there's no advantage. Is all I mean. Like we're gonna get I don't want to say a true winner this year because it wasn't a full season the way it worked out and all that, but. There's no advantage, I don't think. There's just team versus team and strength versus strength and weakness versus weakness.
Yeah.
Alex, you haven't had a chance to chime in on this. I don't know what your thoughts are on the Heat. You're wearing the hat, so.
No, the Heatles had a good game. Jimmy Butler was lights out with 40. The Dragon was, bro, that guy's been probably the unsung hero of the team besides Butler. And it's amazing.
The starting role when they hit the ball.
Yeah. Because
best player on the team.
Yeah, because
what's up with Dunn anyway? Where is Dunn? Is he healthy or what's his deal?
Yeah, he's healthy. Just losing minutes.
Yeah, he's not. He only played 16 minutes yesterday.
I didn't even see him play one. So
okay. Yeah, man. And what's amazing is Duncan Robinson only had 4 points.
Yep.
Tyler Hero, he had a clutch up, but he was 3 of 11. He didn't have a good game. So is Jimmy Butler going to score 40 points a game? No. So other guys have to step up. Because you can't just rely on.
Magic ain't gonna score 27.
Right, but bro, I was a little concerned in the second quarter because, dude, Brook Lopez and Middleton, they were making shots from Magic Kingdom. Like they were making shots from 90 feet away from the baskets. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna tell me that Middleton and Brook Lopez are gonna score a combined 50 points per game, each game, I doubt it. So
that's not gonna happen either. So.
The Heat are gonna do this all series. They're gonna, as they say, build a wall at the 3-point line, put 3 defenders, and make Giannis pass the ball.
Correct.
Because Giannis has no outside shot. He can't shoot free throws. As you know, he was 4 of 12 from the free throw line.
You're a franchise player 0 for 5 in the fourth quarter, and you're a superstar.
So I mean, the MVP of the NBA has to do. He's got to figure it out.
The Miami Heat's number 1 target in free agency, 0 for 5 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
I mean, I did pick the Heat in 7. I think I was the only person on the show that picked the Heat. All you other haters picked on Milwaukee. If I'm not mistaken, yes. All of you picked Milwaukee, including Publix.
I picked Milwaukee in 7.
All of you picked Milwaukee. All of you guys picked Milwaukee.
I don't remember picking anybody, but okay. All right. I don't remember that show. I must have not been there.
If Miami goes up 2-0 tomorrow, that's huge, man. Like they gotta.
No, that'll be huge.
It's that's a huge because Milwaukee's gonna make adjustments.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna stand down.
Exactly.
They're gonna make adjustments to how they're guarding Giannis. They're probably gonna put Giannis on Jimmy Butler a little bit more now.
Yeah.
After what he did in the quarter.
I do believe is not going to work, but that's my opinion, which I'll get into it now.
Yeah,
I agree with you in a sense. I mean, it worked at a moment when he went for that dunk and he got his ass fucking blocked, but that's not going to happen every time. And defending him, I mean, Giannis is pretty mobile for a big guy. I mean, he's not not flat-footed in a sense. He's not stuck there. I
No,
mean, he is the defensive player of the year. I mean,
guy's a freak, bro. Guy's good. He is the MVP. I'm not denying that. It's just I don't trust him, bro. He can't score like that. As far as outside shot, you have to go to the rim. You run into a team like the Heat. Look what he does. 18 points. It's nothing. Fourth quarter, he might as well just sat the bench and just rested for game 2 because he wasn't even playing in the fourth quarter. But to answer your question, the Heat, like you asked about the points and all that. Yeah, the Heat have been a high-scoring offense all season. As a matter of fact, I think they're the number 1 3-point shooting team in the league.
Yeah. What are they averaging as far as points per game?
They're the number 3. They're the best 3-point shooting team in the league, and that happened by accident, bro. Like I don't even think that he tried to build that. I think that just happened. Like I think Duncan Robinson just a step. I mean, if you watch his rookie year to his second year, I mean, I think the guy's the best shooter in the league right now.
I heard some of the guys talking about it on the broadcast.
He's the best.
Giving him the praise of him being one of the good shooters.
He is the best shooter in the league right
now.
So
is that the one we're comparing to? Or saying he could be a Kyle, not Kyle. Look at me.
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. There we go.
It was Tyler Hero.
And speaking of Tyler Hero, he did have 11, and I noticed there was only 4 guys in double digits too yesterday. Everybody was like, we put up 115, but obviously because of Jimmy Butler and his point and project. But yeah, that's not going to win every single game either. Guys are going to have to. Other guys are going to have
to. Here's where it happens. Jimmy, everybody they were playing a 3-point line the entire time. Milwaukee was. That's why Duncan only had 4. I mean, Dragic had his 3s. I mean, Tyler Hero had 11. He usually has more than that. I don't. How many did Kelly O have any 3s last night?
4 points.
Yeah, Kelly O didn't shoot the 3. None barely shot the 3. They're playing a 3-point line. So when they play perimeter like that, Jimmy Butler's gonna eat. As a matter of fact, if they come out tomorrow and play like they did last night, Jimmy Butler's gonna drop another 40 points.
What was shocking to me is that we out-rebounded Milwaukee, and they were the best team in the NBA in rebounding. Yeah. I think we out-rebounded them by like 12 because they were guarding the 3 so much. They were guarding 3 so much they left the paint wide open.
Yeah.
So they got to pick their poison.
Yeah, and really, like, I mean, putting Giannis on Jimmy might be their best option, but then again, the 3's going to be open. Someone's going to leave their man. Someone's going to come and help. It's going to be a different game tomorrow. And honestly, the biggest thing that I've said when the series started, I think I said in the podcast, maybe when we started talking about Milwaukee, the biggest gap is the sidelines. I mean, in the fourth quarter, you could see Spoelstra just running circles around Budenholzer. I mean, anytime Budenholzer tried to make an adjustment, Spoelstra just threw something back at him. I mean, it wasn't even close.
They answered our question about Spo being a Hall of Famer. They said it on the broadcast. They go, Spo, Hall of Fame coach. I'm like, there we go. The 917 podcast talked about it before they said it on the TV.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He is a Hall of Fame coach. It's just, I just want to say. My thing with Spo is he's going to have to win another one without LeBron. I mean, make no mistake about it. They've missed the playoffs 3 out of the last 4 years or 5 years. I mean, that's not Miami Heat basketball. You understand what I'm saying? So he needs to. If he beats Milwaukee, it's a big step. It is a very big step.
I mean, if he beats. Okay, let me ask you this: if we get past Milwaukee, I mean, obviously it should be finals or bust, no?
No, I think Boston's better than Milwaukee, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, all Boston's a better team. As a matter of fact, if Boston plays Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals, I have Boston winning in 5. Like, it's not going to be close.
It's going to be Miami and Boston. Miami and Boston.
Okay,
guys.
and what do you think about that series?
That's good.
I mean, I gotta go to you guys because I don't know Boston at all, so I gotta come to you guys for that one.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it'll be tough because remember he is a great coach. You know what I mean? And I mean he's not better than Spoelstra, but
what's his kid? The young kid.
Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, bro. I didn't think he was gonna, because you know how these college coaches come over, especially these young guys. And let me tell you, man,
But they got a lot of guys that they can throw at us. That they have.
Mm-hmm.
They can shoot from the outside. They're big inside. So that's a tough matchup.
Yeah, it's a very tough matchup.
I haven't really paid, like I said, I haven't paid attention to basketball. I don't know, especially if I haven't paid attention to the Heat, I'm not paying attention to anybody else. So I don't know. It's just what I see on Twitter, listening to you guys and whatnot about what these other teams can do. So now you got me like, damn, I was all excited about the Heat. If they can get past this series, we're going, we can do this. I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to beat them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Boston doesn't have a Giannis or anything like that. I mean, Miami will match up very well with them. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I'm sure Boston would rather play Milwaukee than Miami. That's a fact.
Okay, so you think Miami's, for example, their outside shooting is a benefit against Boston, or because
just everything.
If they don't have anybody,
Miami does everything.
They don't have nobody big inside. Then why not move the game inside with?
Just Miami does everything well.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Bam was gonna kill Ennis Cancer. I mean, I am scared shitless of Kemba Walker. You know what I mean? I mean, that guy. Even though Jimmy might be on him, but then you got Tatum, Jaylen Brown, which those guys can be tamed. You know what I mean? But Kemba's the game changer, man.
Yep.
And do we have anybody on defensively that can? How are we defensively? I gotta ask because, like I said,
good. We're really
fantastic. Iguodala.
Bro,
Rice, should that be a
Crowder?
You don't think we could have somebody who can equalize?
They just have a lot of
Kemba
guys.
Walker?
It's going to be high scoring series because I think Miami has better offense than Miami has. Honestly, but Miami has the best shooting in the league. I mean, there's no denying that. They really do have the best shooting in the league. I mean, look what Alex said earlier. Milwaukee started off like 9 for 10 from the field. I mean, I literally saw Brook Lopez backing down from the 3-point line, and he saw the clock winding down. He just turned around, threw it up, and he switched it.
Brook Lopez was making shots from Epcot. He wasn't missing.
Chris Middleton just coming down and just pop right in front of everybody's face. Like, dude, what the fuck is this? Then, and Miami still stayed in it. Now, they don't have a guy except for Giannis, obviously. They don't have multiple guys that can get to the line consistently. Dragic can get to the rim and get fouls. Jimmy Butler, I mean, he's great at that. Jimmy Butler's great at that. You know what I mean? So, Milwaukee it's tough. And they've been saying it all year, man, that if Milwaukee plays Miami, it's going to be tough for them to beat Miami. And we got lucky with this team. Well, obviously we made the moves, but this team wasn't supposed to be what it is now. We weren't supposed to be the best 3-point shooting team in the league. That happened by accident.
That's where you say it happened by accident. I mean, it happened. So that's all that matters. Fuck if it happened by accident or they planned it. It happened, and we just got to take advantage of that.
But if listen, this is technically this was year 1 of Pat Riley's new super team, like assembling the next super team in Miami. If they get to the finals in year 1, bro, the list of players are going to be waiting outside of American Airlines Arena to get a meeting with Pat to come play here is going to be from here all the way to fucking Pembroke Pines.
That's right, baby.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be ridiculous. I mean, you got Embiid live tweeting up to Jimmy and shit in the middle of games. You know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. And, bro, I got him going up 2-0. Because you know why I got him going up 2-0 tomorrow? I don't think Milwaukee's going to come out hot again like they did last night. Last night.
Just call it. Miami's going to win the series.
Let's see what happens tomorrow.
If you have that much faith, you might as well call it.
Let's see what happens tomorrow.
If they go up 2-0,
if Miami goes to the finals,
if
Miami goes to the finals, who do you guys rather face? The Lakers or the Clippers?
The Lakers.
I say the Lakers too.
Well, the Lakers are not going to the finals.
Starting Monday!
For those of you not watching, that is Brandon getting excited about, I don't know what game he's watching.
The new acquisition at the trade deadline goes deep to take the lead. Starling Marte.
Marlin. All right, here we go. Good, Marlin. So let's get a Marlins update. What's the score? What inning we in? What are we doing?
We are.
The deadline acquisition just hit the game. Or no. Is it? No, he just to take the lead. Hit a home run to take the lead. 3-2.
It's bottom 8 and newly acquired Starling Marte from your Miami Marlins just hit a rocket to take the lead 3-2. That was a rocket.
All right. Well, we're not talking Marlins, so let's move back on.
That's fine.
I wanted to include the fans.
That was the My 1 Cent live. That
was a live update.
That was a My 1 Cent podcast live update. Yep, I like it.
I'm noticing. I'm noticing now in Marlins Park they don't have carbon cutouts. It's just empty seats. Interesting.
That's you know what I didn't know, and whatever. I'm the guy who turned around last week to look at my background, but the fans at the basketball games, they're actually real people who are on camera in their homes, I guess, right on the computer.
Yeah. The virtual fans. Yeah.
How do you get in on that anyway?
I don't know. Pat Riley was at the game yesterday.
Isn't he at all the games?
No. You have to pass quarantine. Only certain people are allowed in the arena.
He's the Godfather, bro. Nothing hurts him, bro.
No, yeah. They're
already allowing in and bless everybody, and he'll take the corona from everybody.
They're allowing family members in the arena as long as you pass quarantine.
I didn't see anything different as far as the fans yesterday. It looked like the same group of people in the back and the
Like
the
Giannis's son was there with his girlfriend, I think, in like the corner.
I thought
somewhere.
I might have seen a little couple kids in the corner maybe, but I wasn't sure because they didn't
Yeah,
really like.
Giannis
I didn't watch long enough for them to show them.
Giannis' son got to see his dad go 0 for 5 in the fourth quarter.
Okay, listen. Okay, my one centers. Check this out. Listen to this right now. Listen to him saying that, and then when we sign him, he is gonna be on his dick so much.
Listen,
he's gonna forget.
Okay, now that you brought it up, it's not that I don't want.
Say it like that.
It's not that I don't want Giannis. Okay, it's that Giannis is not. Yeah, I'm not afraid of Giannis like half the league is. I'm just not. I mean, you saw what he just did right now, bro. I mean, last night. It's not something to be afraid of.
Let me ask you a question. What makes Milwaukee good? Because let me tell you, Milwaukee was the shit for many years. And all of a sudden, but okay, it's not just Giannis. There's guys that you think they're a team.
Yeah. I mean, Middleton's an all-star, you know.
But if they didn't have Giannis, that team would not be where they are.
44-win team, 45-win team, bro. If that.
Okay. Now, I think if you add Giannis to a team like the Heat, depending what we have to give up, do we have to trade for him, or is he a free agent next year?
He's a free agent, the following year, yeah.
2021 is a free agent.
Yeah, so after this season or after next season?
After next season.
I don't know this whole situation. I'm not,
After next season.
Okay, all right. So if we wanted him, for example, next year, we'd have to trade for him, which I don't. Why would you do that? Just wait another year and sign him, then save having to get. But depending on what we would have to, that's the thing. If it's a trade, depending on what we'd give up. But if we were able to sign him straight up, bring him to a team like this, he's very, very useful.
I'd rather have Victor Oladipo. I'd rather have Bradley Beal. I'd rather have Devin Booker. I'd rather have Bradley Beal because my boy is my guy. I'd rather throw Joel Embiid in there somewhere. I mean, it's endless opportunities. And me personally, I think Pat makes a move before the Giannis signing in free agent. I think Pat does a sign and trade before like a Beal or Oladipo, guys like that.
I would love Bradley Beal here. I'm a fan of Bradley Beal. I ain't gonna lie. The what?
I love Beal.
I love that guy, bro.
Only problem is
he only played 1 year for me in Florida, but it was one great year for me in Florida. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have to fix. I mean, he is a pretty good defender. He might have to be a little bit better, but he's a scoring machine. That's all. That's what I want.
I mean, but the thing is, if you bring him to a team like this who has defenders, his lack of defense too may not be that big of a.
Yeah. The only thing is, who are you gonna be willing to give up? I mean, you might have to give up Duncan Robinson. Definitely Kendrick Nunn's gone. Are you gonna try?
Why Nunn is gone? You have.
They're gonna want two pieces. They're gonna want two pieces.
Well, why give up both our shooters? Why not give up one and give them something else? I'm just saying, because they're both shooters, aren't they?
Yeah, but
obviously Robinson's better. No. Yes.
Where are they gonna fit on the court? The reason why
I get what you're saying.
The reason why I said Robinson and Nunn is because you're not gonna trade Hero. Unless Hero might go for. I mean, would you guys trade Hero for Embiid? Because I know my answer.
I don't know, man. I really like the kid. I think that.
So do I. I hate,
how we get a kid like that, we draft him, and then we trade him for another. I don't know, man. I want to build something here for long term, not.
Yeah, but Embiid's 24, 25 years old. Embiid's 24, 25 years old.
No, I'm not saying he's old. No, that's not what I mean. It's also a different position. I don't know. I'm not a big a fan of Embiid like you are either. I'm not gonna pretend that I am. I'm not.
That's big man in basketball.
We got a guy. No, isn't Bam a serviceable big man?
He's not a 2020 guy.
How many of those you got?
Embiid.
Ain't that many out. Okay, what I'm saying, you're limited with 2020 guys too. And okay, so what? He's I don't know. I don't want to put a number on him because, like I said, I haven't been paying attention enough to know his numbers. From the way you guys talk about it too, the guy is very serviceable, and you're not going to die.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think right now, Bam. I'm not saying I would say this. I mean, I did say it with Alex earlier, but I think within the Heat organization, Bam might be untouchable. I don't think he's there yet, because you can. And I know it sounds stupid to say, but we can replace 12 and 17. Just can't. I mean, shit. Hassan Whiteside averaged 15 and 15 for us. Obviously, the difference between Bam and Hassan is that Hassan's a great defender. He could cover 1 through 5. So, I mean, I only compared them two because of the numbers, not because of as a player.
How big is he anyway? Because he doesn't look that big on the court. Bam.
Who?
What's it?
He's 6'11".
He doesn't really look that big, though, man. Maybe because he's thin, I guess. I don't know. He just doesn't look that big on TV. Yeah. I don't know. You could see that Whiteside is a big dude. Like a Morning with the big shoulders, and you could tell his height. And Morning was only 6'11". Morning wasn't, or 6'10", actually. I think Morning was 6'10". But he looked big on the court. You could see him. You look at you, goddamn, it's a big motherfucker. But he doesn't, Bam, I was looking at him yesterday, and he doesn't look big. He looks skinny, and I'm surprised that he's 6'11". Shit. I mean, whatever. He had a great game yesterday on the boards, at least. This is the team we got now. Mm-hmm. So, and you know what? If they make it to the finals, like you said, or if they make it past the Bucks, that's progress. Like you said, you didn't expect to have this team where they are now.
It's year one of the new super team assemblement.
I mean, hey, considering all that's happening with all this bullshit and the way it all had to be structured, I'm okay with what's going on. We're winning. That's fine. Whatever the situation is, we're winning, and that's what counts. W. So
this is the beginning of the beginning of Heatles too. So we're just taking our time, marinating, and then we'll see how it goes.
Fucking Heatles. I hate that fucking name, bro.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's stupid.
I
hate it because no, I hate it because I'm not a fan of LeBron, and they made that up when LeBron was here.
Why don't you like LeBron though?
I don't like the guy. I just don't.
Why?
And I liked him when he was here as a player. That was it.
You liked him because he left? I mean, you hate him because he left?
No, I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't a fan.
Bro, honestly, like I don't know how many people you know that actually follow the Heat like religiously, but like big fans that I'm around, like Heat fans, like we knew he was a 4-year guy. We knew he wasn't going to resign here.
He was a rental.
That's not my issue at all. That's not my issue at all. We won 2 championships.
If you thought that he was going to be here 6-7 years, it's on you to be upset.
That's not the reason I don't even like him. I didn't like him before he came here.
I'm just talking about in general. I'm talking about in general.
Okay, well, to the masses, but me personally, I was a fan of his when he came.
Oh, I'm mad that he left Miami. Why? He honestly, bro, one of the first interviews he had in Miami, and he had with ESPN, and they asked him, what does he feel about Cleveland? He said it. He said, eventually, I would like to go back and hopefully try and win a championship.
You're not, dude. I'm not. That's nothing to do with my.
I know I'm not, but I'm not talking to you.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bitch. Just saying.
Yeah, if the Lakers don't win this year, they're gonna have a lot of trouble winning it anytime soon because the West is only gonna get better. The East is gonna get a lot better with Kevin Durant coming back and Kyrie Irving. So and the Warriors with Curry coming back. Clay. So if LeBron doesn't win this year, he might retire only with 3 rings.
Should the winner of this year's have an asterisk?
No.
No. In any sport, no. No.
I know.
Still gotta win, bro. Gotta go out and
win. The way the season was, we took a break and then they came back.
The only one that you can say maybe is baseball. Just because the it's a Marlins win. Just because it's 60 games, like a team that you didn't think was going to be good can get hot for a month and a half and just make it off that. You know what I mean? Like it's, but let's see, man. You know what I mean?
Well, all I know is that was a big victory last night, and hopefully they can carry the momentum over to the next game, and we can go up 2-0.
Yep.
So let's move on.
Another live update. Tomorrow is Sixto Day.
What?
Sixto Sanchez on the mound for the Fish.
Hey, yeah, I'm disappointed because that last game that he pitched, bro, he pitched fucking, 10 strikeouts or whatever he had, and they couldn't fucking score a goddamn run for him. That's bullshit, bro. But anyway, moving on, gentlemen. We got some news today. You shared that on the My 110 podcast chat on WhatsApp. Mm-hmm. That the Saints apparently are interested in moving Kamara, which I'm actually kind of shocked to even hear that. I felt like it just, whoa, what the fuck?
Can we let Alex go first? I'm going to get a quick drink. Is that okay?
Actually, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, because I'm going to have to, when you get back, I got to stand up for a minute, so go ahead. And I'll go ahead and get this going with Alex. I agree with you, which is what we spoke about earlier. That you got to give up a one. You got to give up a one.
I mean, I'm in shock still that the Saints are even entertaining that, because I think without Kamara, they're not a contender to get to the Super Bowl.
Of course not.
I mean,
they don't even they don't have Ingram. I mean, they don't got anybody. Like
because
you let Ingram walk because you had him, and now you're gonna get rid of him. Like
because now you're telling me our defense is scared of Latavius Murray, as a starting running back, or Taysom Hill, who's no. Because then all you have to worry about is Michael Thomas. That's it. You don't have to worry about Kamara,
But I don't understand is why is it even a thing? Why are we even talking about this?
I don't know.
They're a team that was playoff contender.
Yeah,
obviously, they have firepower offensively.
Yep.
Breeze, Thomas, Kamara. I mean, and the team that they have built. Yep. Why is this even being spoken about at all? Right before the season starts too. On top of that.
Yeah, there were some rumblings, like in training camp, because running backs, the shelf life is very, very slim, so all running backs, well, Joe Mixon just got paid. He's one of the highest paid running backs. That's a whole nother segment. But running backs, as I said, they have a short shelf life, so they want to get paid as soon as possible. So, Joe Mixon just got paid. Le'Veon Bell got paid before he held out. So these running backs, Zeke got paid last year a lot of money, right? I think.
Right.
So McCaffrey got paid. So Kamara wants to get paid because I think this is the last year of his rookie deal. So he wants to get paid because hey, the shelf life of a running back.
I mean, what the fuck? And he want to get paid.
Yeah, absolutely. The shelf life of a running back, I think, is like 5 years. So
Brandon. No, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I saw there were some tweets that I saw, aside from not Diego's tweet, Brandon, but there were some other tweets that I saw, are we in agreement that Kamara is a top 5 running back in the NFL?
I say yes.
I think so. To me, it sounds ridiculous how people are saying, "Oh, a third round will suffice." I'm like, no. You think New Orleans is not going to accept that?
No, not a third. I mean, even if you talk second, even a second is kind of like,
regardless if they have leverage or not. Look, Ngakoue got a second and a fourth in return. Who's more? You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean? I think minimum is. I can't hear Brandon.
To answer your question, Ngakoue getting a second rounder actually bodes well for people thinking that Kamara is going to be a third rounder, because you normally give up more for pass rush.
Right?
Not running back.
Okay, hold on. While you were gone, me and him were talking about why even the Saints are even entertaining the situation, considering that they're a team that's playoff contenders, and your team is built to win. So why would you get rid of? You let Ingram go, so why would you get rid of Kamara? I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'm gonna let you get your piece in on that, and let you guys discuss that.
I'll wait for you.
That's fine. I mean,
because I want you to hear the Kamara talk.
Yeah, we want you to hear.
You guys entertain yourselves for a minute, and I'll be right back.
Are you pausing? Oh, there you go. Sir, give me 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Give me 10 seconds. Denver's up by 18 points. Denver's destroying Utah.
Yeah, this is sad, bro.
Whoa. So it's going to be Denver against the Clippers, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's Denver Clippers, and the Lakers play the winner of OKC in Houston.
I hope they come back and make this a game, bro. If this is a blowout, it's gonna be a shitty ass game 7.
Oh boy,
Let's see, man. You saw Fournette clear the waivers.
I have a conspiracy.
What is it?
If I'm gonna say when Victor comes back too. If the Saints trade Kamara, they're gonna go after Fournette.
Of course, they're probably gonna try to have that deal with Fournette in place before they do that.
Fournette is from Louisiana, and he went to LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be interesting.
That's one of the things I was gonna bring up of why. I'm not saying why they might get less, because I mean Fournette doesn't even come close to what Kamara is.
But I think as a backup plan.
But I'm really biased with Kamara, bro. He's my favorite running back.
That guy's. I like McCaffrey. And then Kamara.
I'm gonna bring something up of why I believe he's maybe not worth $16 million, but he's worth close to that.
Who is Kamara? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So I mean, bro, he's like, I think him and Christian McCaffrey are the only ones to have in their career 2,000 receiving yards or something like that. 225-something receiving yards.
Wow, that home run was nasty by Marte. Holy cow.
It was a bomb, bro.
Wow, that was a bomb. Whew.
But I don't know, man. This is shaping up to be a very, very, very interesting week in the NFL. Because you got to think these moves are going to try to get done before Saturday.
Yeah, they have to get done. They have to get done quickly.
They were also saying Miami might be in the market for a wide receiver in trade. So let's see what's going to happen, bro.
I mean, I like Preston Williams if he stays healthy.
Oh, bro, I know. A lot of people were losing their shit with Omar Kelly the other day because, he was saying how, the receivers, in Miami aren't, very deep or, not they're thin. And people were losing their minds. So they were like, what do you mean, bro? We have Parker and Williams and blah, blah, blah. And I think he even said Jakeem Grant, which is not a bad name. But anyways, right? Omar Kelly goes, no, you're right. I mean, I don't think you guys are getting the context of what I said. Miami has the high-end talent. So he goes, Parker and Preston Williams, to me, are Pro Bowlers, are Pro Bowl players. So he even did you see the tweet where he compared he was like, oh, somebody asked him do you think Preston Williams is good? And he's like, yeah, I think he's Brandon Marshall good.
Yeah, I don't know about that level, but
I mean, he's showing it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. He's got potential, but
so he's saying that Miami has two. He's saying that Miami has 2 Pro Bowl receivers. He says after that, he's basically saying if Parker or Williams get hurt, Miami's fucked in replacing them on the outside.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? So that's why he was saying that.
Talking about the Dolphins' wide receiver depth because they released 2 today from training camp, so they only have 5 or 6 on the roster right now.
Who did they release today?
I think Ricardo, Louis, and somebody else.
And Chester Rogers. Okay. No, what I was saying, just real quick, touching up on that, is that a lot of people lost their shit the other day on Omar Kelly because Omar Kelly, somebody asked him about what position are you worried about on the field, and he said wide receiver, and everybody was like, "What do you mean, bro? We have Parker and Williams and Jakeem Grant and blah blah blah." And Isaiah Ford was coming on last year, and he goes, yeah, but he went on to say that basically Parker and Williams he believes are Pro Bowl receivers, right? He even went on to say that somebody asked him, "Oh, how good do you think Preston Williams is?" And he goes, "I think he's already Brandon Marshall good."
Yeah, so that
was high praise. But basically, what his context was, if one of those guys get hurt, it's going to be tough to replace them with the current receivers on the roster because everybody else is just inside guys. It's good that Preston Williams and Parker have to be healthy in order for them to make basically a postseason run, is what he said. Which I agree.
I'm just going to say, I don't disagree with it either. I mean, you want your guys to be healthy. I mean, we lost Preston Williams last year, and he was balling. He was playing well. And we were not in a position to compete, but we were exciting. We were seeing what these young guys were doing. I'm excited to see this kid come back.
Preston?
Yeah, I'm excited to see him come back. I mean, I really like this team, man. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm very optimistic about the team every year. Actually, even when we're playing bad, I'm just like I'm a fan, but I'm a realistic optimist, if that even makes sense, because I know what's on the field, and I know what sometimes it's more of a potential thing, but like I like what we did as a team last year, as far as the way they came together, and like we said, we found our coach. So that's one less thing to worry about, and guys want to play for this guy apparently. So, somebody brought up though, not going after Kamara, for example, because of the system, him being a Belichick guy, and you got
being a Belichick guy.
Flores. Somebody mentioned that.
Listen, whoever said that, just listen, bro. Just shut the fuck up.
But let me finish. You understand what I'm saying?
Hold on, because now you got me riled up. Stop comparing Brian Flores to fucking Bill Belichick. Stop doing it.
Well, I'm not saying he's doing
that.
That's
everybody just stop doing that. Stop talking about the character guys. This is the same team that started Mark Walton for 5 weeks. Okay? The guy who beat the shit out of his wife or girlfriend 3 times and got caught 3 times. And Flores said,
former Kane, by the way.
That's fine, baby.
No, people talk shit about the Gators being criminals, but I mean, I'm just saying.
So stop bringing up the whole system thing. Bro, Brian Flores is always looking to get better. It doesn't matter who it is. Preston Williams. Why do we even have Preston Williams on our team? The guy supposedly beat his girlfriend. That's why he dropped out of the draft. Flores and Greer both said, "Hey, come over here, buddy. We'll take you."
I didn't know Preston Williams had some issues off the field.
Yeah, he had a domestic violence. He honestly, if you look at the scouting report, he was like an early second-round talent.
I mean, he's playing like he should have been. Yeah, I'll tell you that much. I didn't know about that though. That's interesting information. But yeah. Well, what are we? I think you put the goat days away from Dolphins football.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm not gonna lie. Even though we're not gonna be able to be there, I can't wait.
But the excitement is still there.
And the excitement is there, dude. The new team, a lot of the moves we made.
By the way,
last year.
Ask your reps. I asked mine. I'm not gonna obviously name him right now, but my rep did tell me, because him and I go back, like him, I know him. He did say that later on in the year that if we want, he'll give me up to 3 to 4 tickets, so we can always just buy. It'll be very cheap. We'll buy it from him, and if you guys want to go to a game, we can go together. Vic, I don't know if you want to go without your mom, but if you want to go to a game or something like that.
And look, making her a My 110 podcast debut right here, girl.
So, anyways, real quick, let's get back to Kamara, so we can finish up by fucking 10 p.m. or a little bit after. Down. Kamara, to me, obviously, on paper, he is worth the first rounder. I don't think New Orleans is going to get that. Okay? My thing is, and this is the thing with the Dolphins, a lot of high-profile players that are getting put on the trade block and stuff like that is guys that Miami is already rumored to go after in the draft, the position. You know what I mean? So, like I told you what about Yannick, we were supposed to, one of our mock drafts was take, Gregory Rousseau. Why not get Yannick, who's already a proven vet, proven Pro Bowl player? Then our second-round pick was going to be Travis Etienne. Why not get already a proven guy in Kamara?
Yeah, but Kamara's going to cost us a lot of money, too. Though,
Kamara, to me, is worth almost, closer to that Christian McCaffrey $16 million a year. Kamara's not just – the thing is, bro, if Kamara had a real position to be playmaker. Because the guy just doesn't run the football.
No, that I'll give it to you. He's not – it's funny because I had him on my fantasy team for 2 years in a row. I love him. And but I used to notice that his points a lot came from the receiving game, and he wasn't running. He wasn't going for 100 yards a game. But he didn't have to either. That's the thing too. He didn't have to.
He'd have 140, 150, 160 yards combined with 2 touchdowns a game, bro. The kid is a playmaker.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want to trade for that? Why wouldn't you want to trade for that? And on top of that, Miami has the capital to do whatever they want, and they have the cap space to bring him in.
It's about the whole running back being, it's a wheel with the running backs. Like, you can bring guys in all the time. I feel like when you pay these guys, I wouldn't pay them crazy money. We know their span because he's not gonna. Running back is such an interchangeable position. I used to think it wasn't, but it is.
But there's no running backs like him. There's not a lot of running backs like him that can. He's a running back, and he's the same threat at receiver as he is as running back. The same exact threat.
I just don't like paying running backs. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be okay with it.
He's not a running back. He's not a playmaker.
Okay, fine. Yeah, but his position is running back.
Okay,
you're paying him as a running back.
Christian McCaffrey is labeled a running back.
He runs the ball more than Kamara does.
Bro. You think he's a better runner of the football than Kamara?
I mean, he runs the ball more, from what I can see.
He's not a better running back than Kamara. A guy that you just go bam, 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 bam. He's not better.
You don't do that with Kamara either.
But even if I had to pick, Kamara's still better at that. I'm giving the ball to Kamara to pound it in the fourth quarter over fucking McCaffrey.
I wouldn't give it to either one of them to pound it in the fourth quarter, regardless. But I get what you're saying. If you had to gun to your head, if you had to pick up the two, Kamara would be the guy. Okay, it's fine. I got it. I just think you're underselling McCaffrey, though, because he's a tough little fucker. And I've seen that boy run. So I'm just saying. But I get what you're saying. Again, I'm just
listen, like I told Alex earlier, I'm a little bit biased because Kamara is my favorite running back in the league. You know what I'm saying? So I am a little bit biased. To me, I think if I could have any running back, it would be him.
Okay. Now you're willing to pay him whatever, $14 million a year. I mean, even though look, that's the thing about NFL contracts, though, that people say it. Oh, you're willing to pay that guy that much a year? Look, dude, the money that counts is the guaranteed money. That's the stuff that counts. Because most of these guys don't ever even outlive their contracts to begin with. I always go back to this Washington Redskins, and I will continue to say Washington Redskins until they have another name, because I'm not going to call them the Washington football team, because I think it's a bunch of bullshit that they even did that. Anyway,
Red Wolves.
I go back to the Redskins when they signed Donovan McNabb for $100 million, like 5 years. That guy didn't see a fucking half of that money. So, you know, the contract stuff doesn't make a difference to me. It's the guaranteed stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I love the guy. I do love Kamara. I'm a fan. Trust me, I'm a big fan of that guy, bro.
I mean, you must know about him. He was in the SEC.
Of course, Tennessee, nigga. Of course I know that guy. I'm just saying. I had him for 2 years as a fantasy guy, so one of my main players. So
I don't think the Dolphins are going to do it. I don't think so. I just think, you know, it seems like there's a pattern. You know, the years that, you know, Flores and Greer have been, they don't value running backs that high in terms of like paying a running back.
See, I disagree with that. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you why. But just go.
Okay. Where has all the money gone? Secondary. So look how much Howard's getting paid. Byron Jones. We have the highest paid secondary in the league. The Van Noy they paid pretty good. Shaq Lawson, if that's his name, I think.
I mean, remember, Flores is a defensive guy, so I can understand why he went.
Jordan Howard, I think Jordan Howard's contract's not big. Matt Breida, they traded for him. I don't think his contract is big either. So they're keeping their options open. You know, if they had a choice between paying Clowney or playing Kamara, I don't think they're going to pay Kamara over Clowney.
And if you think about it, next year we could always draft a running back.
I think this organization values secondary more than paying a running back.
Here's the thing, and I got this from Louis Riddick, right? On defense, you either have to have an elite secondary or an elite pass rush. Miami's pass rush is not elite. Miami's pass rush is actually above average now with Van Noy and Lawson and Ogba.
I don't think it's even top 10. No.
I don't know about that. I mean,
you're saying that off paper. You're saying that off paper.
Do the Miami Dolphins have an elite pass rusher? Yes or no?
Elite pass rusher? No, but they have 3 guys now that can consistently get the quarterback.
I think they have a group that can
quarterback. Who's the one guy that's gonna get you a sack?
Van Noy.
You can't.
No, I can't.
Like
he's not elite, but no. I know he's not elite. But
for example, if we still had Wake, I would. That's the name.
No.
I'm just saying. I get what we don't have. I'm just saying. What I mean is, I get what you're saying. The guys that we have, as a group collectively,
top 10.
Past rush the quarterback, but
top 10, I don't think so.
A guy off my head that's gonna get a sack. You know,
we gotta get at least one, because you know all the elite teams, you know, San Francisco, Steelers, all these teams that have really good defenses, they have at least 1 or 2 elite pass rushers.
But their secondaries are terrible.
But let me
San
tell
Francisco
you
made the Super Bowl.
Secondary, hold on.
San
The
Francisco made
secondary
the Super
can
Bowl.
make the pass.
Yeah,
Secondary
but
can
New
make the
England
pass.
won Super Bowl.
Hold on a
What's
second.
that?
Who was New England's premier pass rusher?
New England, Tom Brady.
Who was their elite pass rusher? I get
Tom
it.
Brady.
But who was their elite? I know, but who was their elite pass rusher?
Whoa. What happened here?
The hell just happened?
Look,
It turns out.
just give me the one guy
Few more.
that you can say he's getting a sack.
One guy, what?
The one guy from New England that you could say, okay, I'm afraid that this guy's going to get a sack.
Well, not now, and I haven't really.
Right
they
at
haven't
this
had anybody
moment,
like,
or when they're
One at a
doing
time,
their.
please. Right now, last year, when Flores won the Super Bowl with them, who was their one elite pass rusher?
I couldn't even.
Probably Van Noy.
Exactly, but they had an elite secondary. And listen, like I said, anyway, like I was saying, Louis Riddick said you either have an elite pass rush or an elite secondary. Miami has an elite secondary, but they don't have a slouch for a pass rush either. Yeah, we don't have one guy, but we have three guys.
And the secondary can.
Yeah, but they're not. Wait. Miami has three guys, but none of them are proven in the system yet in this team. New England had those guys for 5. Van Noy was New England for what, 5-6 years?
Mm-hmm.
So they were there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, all I can talk about right now.
We gotta pump the brakes a little for Miami's D line.
Well, also Van Noy played with Brian Flores' defense, so I don't have a problem with him getting accustomed to it. So that's the guy that I could say if he's our best pass rusher, I'm happy because at least he played with Flores. But that's not my point. My point is you got Van Noy, who's very above average pass rusher in my opinion, at least above average. Shaq Lawson might be the one guy that you could say he's more of a run defender than pass rusher. Emmanuel Ogbah had a killer year with KC. I think he had like 6.5 sacks in like 10 games. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on the group, and I also feel
like
the
group is going to be respectable. But let me finish.
But I also
Miami doesn't have. Not only does Miami have an elite secondary, they have the best secondary. They have the best cornerback duo in all of football.
Oh, yeah, right. On paper, yeah.
And that's what's going to help the pass rush. And again, bro,
that's what I've been trying to say. That our elite secondary will make our pass rush respectable. But we also have guys that will make it probably even more than respectable because you have a group of guys that can rush the quarterback. It's not going to be one guy, and there might be. We might get one guy this year that shines. We don't know that yet. Let's see what happens when we take the field. But I think our defense is going to be very respectable, and that's all going to start.
I think our defense is going to be top 7. My opinion.
Top 7. All right. I got you. It should have just said top 10. I mean, it's just as good.
I think it's going to be top in the league. I think it's going to be one of the top defenses in the league. I do agree with Alex. I do think they'd rather pay Clowney over Kamara, which I don't know why, because Kamara would boost our offense to the next level. But I get it. They have Howard and Breida, who would probably start on a lot of teams.
Let me tell you something. I'm actually kind of excited about Breida a little bit. I'm excited to see what that guy can do.
I'm excited to see him around the whole offense. But Jordan Howard is the guy that I've been saying I'm excited about.
Well, I mean, he's going to get I think he's going to be the starter first day. He's going to get the majority of the carries at first. But I think when they start seeing Breida do his thing, break off runs, and do this and that, hey, I like the 1-2 punch idea. At first I was like, I don't like the guys, but little by little it's grown on me a little bit because of the system.
The Jordan Howard, when we signed Howard, I liked it. I was like, all right, it wasn't my number one choice, but I liked it. And look, to answer Alex about we wouldn't pay the running backs. I mean, maybe it's why we didn't sign them, but every top running back that's been available, Miami has been linked to. Gurley, Fournette, I think even
Fournette is still available. The Chiefs, I hear, are making moves.
Yeah, but when
nobody's
Fournette
yet.
Yeah, but Fournette got on the trade block before the draft, and Miami was one of the teams that was linked heavily on him. So I don't know, but I think Miami really wants to improve that group. I mean, again, I do believe that Howard and Breida are a pretty nasty combo. I mean, I think it's going to be very good.
I'd rather just wait till next year and draft one of these guys coming out.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe for Fournette, you kind of wait it out and say, okay, next year. You got a guy like Kamara. Now you're talking about a game changer.
Yeah, you do it now.
I mean, look, I'm not going to be hating on them if they do it. obviously, because
I don't know why you would. Even if they gave up a first-round pick, I wouldn't hate it, bro.
But we've been saying that's what it's going to take, and if that's what it's going to take, then I'm okay with giving that up.
I could put any amount of money that is. I could put any amount of money that's.
Well, they already said it. They already said that they want a first.
Okay.
And they're also trying to work a long-term deal with him. It's not just
the Jaguars wanted 2 first-round picks for Yannick Ngakoue. They got a fucking 2 and a 5 or whatever the fuck it was. I don't give a fuck what teams say, bro.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't matter. I know what you're saying about
the Philadelphia 76ers said they were going to get Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo and fucking Duncan Robinson for Jimmy Butler, and all they got was Jay Rich. Come on, bro.
I get what you're saying about the pass rusher getting more and this and that, but also this league has also become about offense. And, that guy is, like you said, he's a fucking game changer.
Should we do a my 1 cent prop bet that it's not going to take a first round pick for anybody who trades him?
I think I don't think he's even going to get traded personally.
We gotta keep track of these bets because we have a couple bets going in the My 1 Cent podcast, and we gotta keep track of them shits because I'm
here. The way
you guys I gotta start writing these things down, dog.
The way you guys are talking about my dog though makes it seem that you guys are gonna start agreeing with me because Preston Williams is gonna be our best playmaker, like I've been saying.
Well, it ain't gonna be Albert Wilson, that's for sure.
Nope.
Okay, so real quick before we move on.
Peacefully protesting.
We definitely gotta get to the. We got a couple rants coming. We definitely got to get to them. So, before we move on, Clowney.
Thing first?
Clowney, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned he's got 3 offers. The Phins are one of them.
Okay, so Neil Driscoll.
You think we get that done or not?
So, Neil Driscoll. So, Neil Driscoll earlier said.
I like that guy.
Huh?
I like that guy. I follow him.
Do you? I don't really like him. Neil, if you're listening, I don't really like you, bro. But whatever, I'll ride this wave with you.
You don't like anybody, bro.
So Neil Driscoll said that
they don't like you.
Jadeveon Clowney has 3 offers on the table right now. One from the Dolphins, one from the Browns, and then the re-sign with the Seahawks. And he's declined all of them. And then I think he also wrote back to somebody saying that the only team that's been willing to go back to the table and negotiate has been the Dolphins. So,
$18 million, but whatever. I mean, like you said, we need a pass rusher. We don't have that one guy, and I mean, hey, if he produces, then it is what it is. We have the money. It is what it is. I want production. I hate paying guys and then they don't produce. That's all.
I'm not offering.
Time will tell.
Yeah, I think Dolphins are. I think they're good on defense right now, and I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not saying that they're done building the defense. I'm just saying. I think right now they're okay. If they go into the season, this is a playoff defense, in my opinion. I mean, can we all agree on that? Is this the way it's built right now? Is this a playoff defense?
I'm telling you that I think this defense is going to be very respectable.
Do you think it's a playoff defense?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Clowney would help a lot.
But do you think we're a playoff defense now? With the new addition,
I'm not gonna. Why not? We have elite,
yes, but
definitely,
now, yeah. But Clowney would help.
None of it's gonna matter until we take the field anyway. So we'll, I don't see why it wouldn't, come to fruition. Excuse me, I read that right. But hopefully we're right, and because I don't want to be wrong. So definitely.
Clowney would help chasing Mahomes and Lamar Jackson during the playoffs.
So
we'll see, bro.
I'm gonna my 1 cent listeners, the my 1 centers, we are reaching a territory here now where I'm gonna pass the buck over to Brandon over here. He's got something he wants to get off his chest, man.
Alex leaves.
How appropriate.
Hold on,
at least he made his bed. At least his bed is made.
Gotta wait for Alex, bro.
My 1 centers, man.
Alex left. Okay, bro.
He's gonna re-up on a beer, I'm sure.
Okay, so let's just get this started, bro. Because it's funny. It's gonna be quick. I'll keep it under 5 minutes. So there's this little thing on Twitter going on that, obviously with the 13,000 fans, it's very limited. So I saw a lot of people complaining on Twitter and stuff like that. And certain gentleman on Twitter, he didn't necessarily call me, but he said basically that he's upset that he won't be able to go to the games because, quote unquote, the Chardonnay sippers are going to get first dibs. So I went on to ask him what he meant by that. And basically the response I got was, oh, the fans who have had the longest tenure. So I asked him, why do I have to be a Chardonnay sipper if I've gone to Dolphin games for 10 years? Oh, it's a golden fan. It's like, bro, it's not my fault that this is your first year with season tickets and you can't go to the games. So why are you categorizing me? And then, his little stupid ass followers went on to say, oh, it's a Jim Mandich joke. First of all, if anybody knows the Chardonnay sippers Jim Mandich story with Jimmy Cephalo, knows that that's not what he meant. He didn't mean that if you had season tickets for a certain amount of time, that you're a Chardonnay sipper. So I don't know where he got that from. Okay? Same gentleman that compared going to work and seeing 20, 25 people is the same as going to next to 13,000 people. Oh, it's social distancing. It's the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? So
I mean, look, I don't
bro.
agree with that. I don't agree. I think that's a huge leap you're making there. Yeah, I mean, but anyway.
And listen, if me having Dolphin tickets for 10 years and I'm a Chardonnay sipper, hey, bro, I'll be glad to have that title. I don't drink Chardonnay. I'm a beer sipper. I'm actually owner of the Chardonnay Sipper Gang clothing brand. Merch coming soon. By the way, Chardonnay Sipper clothing coming soon.
My girl wants a shirt, by the way.
She
wants to represent with the V-neck.
Listen, bro. I understand it's your first. Listen, bro. I know you know who I'm talking about. If it's your first year with season tickets, you know what, bro? Welcome to the club. I mean, eventually, you can join the Chardonnay Sippers eventually. And we'll see. You know what I mean?
Wasn't there a more recent tweet who he was welcoming the Chardonnay sipping?
I'm sorry?
Wasn't there a recent tweet where he welcomed sipping Chardonnay now?
He I guess supposedly he got approved to go to the Canes, which I'm actually not surprised at all because I don't think the Canes have 13,000 season tickets. Season ticket members.
They don't get 13,000 fans in 2 games.
So I guess he found that he was going to the game. So now I kind of felt like tweeting him back saying, "Hey, bro, are you a Chardonnay sipper now because you're going to the games?" Another kid that follows him.
I saw little champagne glasses.
Yeah, he did. Another kid, I forgot the kid's name. Said, "Oh, the Golden Canes are gonna have first dibs." Like, bro, nobody told you to get season tickets for the first time last year. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not. First of all, you should be. Just common sense is going to tell you that the people who have been to the longest, for the most part, in situations like this, are going to get first dibs.
But they want to have their chest out and be like, "Oh, I've only had season tickets for 2 years, but I'm a bigger fan than you, so I should go first." Like, nigga, no, you're not. Like, you're really not. Just because
you have season tickets now doesn't make you a bigger fan than anybody, and just because you have season tickets for 30 years doesn't make you more of a fan than other people. But
correct.
Yeah, I think also there's like for example me. There's been season tickets in my family for 30 plus years. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm a bigger fan than anybody else, but I'm there every game.
Yeah.
Other people ain't. Now I'm not saying it's not easy to afford these tickets either because they're not cheap sometimes. I mean, we know that. But yeah, you can't say I'm a bigger fan or you're a bigger fan than me because you have season tickets and I don't. I mean,
yeah.
I haven't gone to a Florida Gator game my entire life. Well, no, I've been to one Gator game and there was the one here.
And
let me tell you right now, ain't nobody that can tell me that I'm not a huge Gator fan. Just because I don't go to fucking games every week.
Yeah, but listen, your circumstances are different. You don't live anywhere near
I'm just saying, though, even then, it's in Florida. I can go. Plenty of people do it. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to throw my example because I've had that thrown at me. Oh, you're not really a fan if you're not going to the games. Bitch, you got Hurricanes fans that don't go to the games that live right here.
Listen, bro, the biggest fan that I know.
With that shit.
The biggest fan that I know. And this is just from me, just being around him. I don't really think I've ever met a bigger fan than my uncle. But I don't think he's been to a Dolphin game. He's a Dolphin fan. I haven't met a bigger Dolphin fan than him in my entire life. But he hasn't been to a Dolphin game in 4 years. You know what I mean? Like it's not I'm not categorizing anybody about anybody being there. But I'm just saying, don't categorize me or anybody for that matter who's been basically supporting the team for 20 plus years. And how are the Chardonnay sippers going to get first dibs? Like, bro,
because
like
we can hear the longest. That's
exactly.
as simple as that. Common sense. That's just the way it works. Yeah, don't be hating on me because I got tickets and you haven't gotten them, till now. I mean, whatever. That's besides the point. But you can't tell somebody you're a bigger fan or you're not a fan because of this or because of that. All right?
And that's kind of like where I thought, he was going. And I thought other people were going, oh, the Golden Kings are going to get first dibs. Like, yeah, bro, of course they're going to get first dibs. They've been there for a long time.
Well, the biggest issue I have with anything of the tweets was when the Canes are turning the corner. That's the problem I have because I don't know what corner they're turning. It might be in the hood, and they're turning to another bad street because I don't see them going anywhere. So I'm just saying, I don't know what corner they're turning. So are you...
It doesn't matter. Again, bro, we live rent free in Gators fans' heads, bro. That's the beauty of this.
Well, you do.
Then
you have your own fucking stadium. Get a fucking stadium. How about that? And you know what? I don't even know why the Hurricanes play at Joe Robbie. They should play at Joe Robbie, at Hard Rock. They should play at Ted Hendricks in Hialeah. They might have a better chance of selling that stadium out than they do the fucking Hard Rock. But anyway.
Maybe.
Maybe no, for real. That's the legit. There's more teams.
Bro,
there's more people going to high school games than there is.
You're the only one that does this.
That what?
You're the only one that's ranting about the Hurricanes. What's the funniest thing in the world, bro?
I don't know. You were talking about Hurricanes tickets, so you know what I mean. I gotta get my shots in.
But anyways, I don't think. Listen, bro. We laughed about it from day one. If categorizing me being a Chardonnay sipper because I've had tickets for 10 years, what am I gonna be when I have them for 20 years?
No, I ain't of it. I don't even know what. I don't know what drink you could be drinking then.
You're gonna have your own vineyard.
Pretty much, yeah.
The Dom Perignon sipper is what they're gonna call.
No, but yeah, I mean, I don't know the whole thread. I haven't seen the whole thread, but it's like in college is different than NFL. Like in college, Golden Cane, they contribute the most money to the university, so they're gonna get first dibs on everything. So regardless if you've had tickets for 50 years, Golden Canes are because they're they contribute the most to the university. They're gonna get first priority, first everything, regardless of what you've done. How much money? How many years do you have season tickets?
Yep.
That's something where, and really, I don't even think the Dolphins were doing how much you were spending on tickets or whatever that. Because listen, the way my rep was selling it to me, like let's say there was only X amount of seats left, and it was only for one season ticket spot. If like me and Victor were bidding for that spot, he would get first dibs, even though my seats probably cost more because I'm in lower level, but he would still get the priority over me. You know what I'm saying? So they wouldn't, as a matter of fact, whoever said that it's going to go by price point, it wasn't. It's just going to be about 10 years.
Yeah, it's not. They said it. It's not going to be who pays for the most for their tickets. Correct. Even though I thought at one point they were going to try some bullshit like that.
No.
But because you got club level who's really fucking expensive and you got all these spots. But yeah, you can't do that. You got to go for the people who've been there the longest. Period. Yeah. I don't care if I sit in 50 and I pay less than the guy who sits underneath me in the club. I don't give a fuck. I've been here longer, and that's the way it should be. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
No, yeah, and actually they confirmed that, and I think they were doing like the first 3,000 or something like that were gonna go by price point, but then the 10,000 other ones were gonna be by tenure. So
I mean, it's the way. The thing is, this is an unprecedented situation. So they got to figure out the best way to do this. And honestly, this is the best way to do it. People who've been here the longest should get first dibs. Hey, doesn't mean you're not going to get to go. Because I'm sure a lot of people, like you and myself, you and me, have moved our tickets to next year. Plenty of people are going to do that. So there's going to be plenty of opportunity for people who are recent season ticket holders to go to games. So it's not like it's completely shut out for people who haven't been there that long. You're going to get a chance to go. And eventually, look, things are starting to get better. And I have a feeling that during the season, things are going to change and they're going to start opening it up even more. I have a feeling. And I think that I don't think that the teams are doing a good job as far as informing maybe they don't want to get people's hopes up, but I think that they need to do I think they need to have a plan too now in place to let us know, even though we agreed to move our seats to next year, they should still give us an opportunity if things open up.
The Dolphins already. Anyway. My rep already gave me which again I won't say his name because I don't think he should be giving me the information now. But he already did give me kind of like the blueprint of what they're going to follow. So if they go to 50%, for example, Vic, like you and I will get an email saying, hey, we know you rolled over your tickets, but since we're going to 50%, you have first dibs on these single game tickets. So it might not be your seat because somebody might be sitting in your seat during the first 13,000. Because remember, they get to pick anywhere in the stadium as long as it's
I don't like that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So you might have to pick. So that's
man, I don't want nobody sitting in my seat, though. I don't give a fuck if there's 13,000 in there. Plenty of seats you can sit in. Don't sit in mine, bro. Stay the fuck away from my seats. I want your dirty ass on my seat. But no, I get what you're saying. And then they're going to have, I'm sure they have something in the works because things are, look, they already opened up the restaurants to 50% capacity. Things are starting to open up. I heard the schools might even open up in a month and kids might be going back. I mean, so things are changing, even though I have I don't know. I have a feeling there's going to be another run of this shit with all the craziness. I mean, shit, Georgia, they opened up schools and they had to shut it down the next day or some shit because like 8 kids got sick on the first day or something. So a lot can happen, but the way things are starting to head, it looks like things might start opening up. So I hope that they have a plan in place for that. That doesn't mean I'm going to go.
I hope they don't open up too early because, again, the numbers are still kind of high with the cases. Correct. So I hope it's not like the first time where they reopen again and now they got to close back up. Because if they got to close a third time now, it's really going to be a lockdown. And they're really going to wait until this shit is just dead.
I mean, shit, California. Isn't California still on a complete lockdown? Completely?
Through the rest of the year.
That's insane, dude.
But
and people in New York, people are moving from LA.
People are moving from California because of this whole shit. It's insane, bro. That's crazy.
So anyway. Politics.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
Do it smart though, bro. You know, I mean, California. Honestly, maybe California might be going back to normal quicker than us because they are doing a full lockdown. You know, who knows?
It's amazing. Like California has been in a lockdown for 3 months and they have more cases in Florida.
That's true. Well, they're a lot bigger than Florida. Too.
I don't know how a lockdown.
They're like double the size. They're double the size of Florida.
I don't know. Yeah, and New York has been on lockdown. They have more deaths in Florida. So
I thought New York was really kind of hold on that shit. I thought they were going down.
They have, but they have more deaths in Florida.
Well, I heard today. I was listening to Joe Rogan, and I heard today that Korea or China or Japan. I think it was China. During the whole beginning, they didn't shut down. They didn't do shit. Everybody kept working. They wore masks, and they only had 1,000 deaths. But remember, those people have been wearing masks for years. You used to see footage of China and people randomly walking down the street had masks on. So they've been on that for a minute.
In Asia in general, because in the film, for those that don't know in the world, I'm half Filipino, and air pollution's very bad in Asia. So people wear masks everywhere they go.
Have you, by any chance, have you
looked
into that FilipinoCupid.com?
No. No.
For those of you that know what I'm talking about, a little 90-Day Fiance reference there. There's a Filipino Cupid. There's a Colombian Cupid. There's another country Cupid. These people, that's where they meet these people. Then they go, brother, listen, 90-Day Fiance is hilarious. You need to watch it. That's all I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying. So, have you gotten your Chardonnay sipping out of you already?
Rant?
Are we good?
I mean, I think we're good, bro. I don't think there's going to be anything else said about that. I think the listeners will know what I'm talking about. They'll know that whoever said that was a dumbass. No offense. My dog.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to wind down the show with this. Because let me tell you, this is something, I got the idea today when you were talking about you want to do your rant. I'm like, you know what, I want to get a rant in, especially with the whole school starting up and the whole virtual thing. And Alex talking about it a little bit. And one of the things that grinds my gears, and not to steal from Peter Griffin, and it was one of the things I thought COVID was going to handle for me. First day of school pictures, bro. Listen, people. We know what your kids look like. Okay? 2, they're not going to school. They're home. I don't need to see a picture of your kid in uniform knowing that nigga's not going to leave the house. Like, should take it in shorts and shit at least, because I do like broadcasters do where they just wear their shirt and their shorts at home. Like, and you know, to be honest, some of your kids are ugly. Once a year is too much to see them sometimes. It's too much. You know what? Let me tell you. Go ahead.
The 2 things right now, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the two things right now that are uber the two things right now that are uber annoying is, you know, now like when kids go to the first day of school, they have that little poster in front of them. My name is Sean. I am 9 years old. My favorite color is red. Bro, ya con eso, bro. That's just so annoying.
I wonder who you're talking about.
Check this out. I saw one. This is the one that got me thinking about this. I saw one the other day. and the kid had the thing, and it was made for that. All the little spaces for you to write stuff in, her name, her age, what she wants to be when she grows up, what she had for breakfast, and when she took a shit the last time. And I'm like, dude. But you know what? On a real note, though, a lot of things, and well, I made it a joke when we were talking earlier, and it is funny. But listen, pedophiles, they wait for this time of year, bro. They wait for that one day a year where all you morons are putting pictures of your kids so they can have a fucking fest in their fucking basements with their laptops. Let me tell you, that's like, I feel like, okay, when I was a kid, my mother never took a picture of me the first day of school. Like, she didn't take a Polaroid or a fucking film and take it 3 weeks later. Oh, hey, look, my kid's first day of school 3 months later and shit. Like, we didn't do that then.
Different time now. It's a different time now.
Because you have a camera phone, you have to say, hey, stand there. Let me take a picture of you going to school today. Like, the fuck, bro? People go to school every fucking day. Why do I got to see a picture of the first day?
The problem is that a lot of people are followers, so they see one person do it, then they do it, then someone else does it, then someone else does it. Mm-hmm. It's super. You know what's another annoying thing? Gender reveals. How annoying is that? Bro. The next time I see someone hit a baseball and it pops pink or blue, or a gun cocks, bro, it's so annoying, bro.
I listened to a podcast, the Jim Florentine podcast. That guy is the best. He was my top. He was my third in my top 5 episode a few months back. Check it out. And the guy rants on everything that he hates, and people send things all the time. And one of his things was gender reveal parties. And he got an email from a guy who said, "Listen, I walked out of my kid's gender reveal party because he wanted a boy, and it turned out to be a girl, and he was pissed, and he left. He just walked out of his party. It was the greatest thing." And I've seen these stupidities. Like, whatever happened to just the parents knowing going to the doctor and the doctor telling you what it is, and that's it, bro. Why do you got to gather a bunch of people on a Sunday to sit around and wait to decide you want to explode a ball or run over something?
I have a funny thing to that. Real quick. My cousin. Well, he's not my cousin. Just but he was having a baby with his wife. Obviously, his wife doesn't like sports, and you know how it is, bro. With families with the wife and the husband and stuff like that. They don't really. Sometimes they don't coexist, right? So, they know that we watch the Dolphin games. So one day, get an invitation. I just get it in my mailbox. And it said that his gender reveal was at 2 p.m. on Sunday. It was like week 4 in like 2016 or something like that, right? Or week 5, something like that. And I called family member of mine. I was like, yo, you going? No, the Dolphins are playing. Okay, that's one. Oh, the next one. Hey, you going? Nah, man, Dolphins are playing. I think the girl's family was the only one that showed up.
Dude, look. If there's things you don't do during football season, is weddings on a Sunday, baby showers on a Sunday, kids parties, and those are you can mess around with a kids party if you're going to a house that the guy's a fan of. So that makes sense, but those are just things you just don't.
Well, this particular person did it because they knew that we all gathered at somebody's house for the game. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to fuck up their Sunday, and I'm going to make them come because it's their son or whatever like that. And actually, nobody went. And it wasn't because of it. I mean, we let the son know in advance and all that. And he was like, you know what? I understand 100%. This wasn't me. This was her, blah, blah, blah. And she was upset, and we just all had dinner one day. And we told her, listen, don't ever do no shit like that again because we know where you came from when you did that. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and I don't understand why people do that. I always complain to people about this. Football is 4 months out of the year, and it's 1 day a week.
Day a week, dude. Don't pick that fucking day.
Leave me the fuck alone.
But even then, why throw a party on a Sunday anyway? Throw a party on a Sunday so people have time to recuperate. Because I get hammered. I ain't trying to be hammered on a Sunday.
Last Sunday, I had a Zoom gender reveal. And bro, I was dying. Like, this is where the world's come to. So there's like 30 people on the call, first of all, and then They come out with a dry erase board. Hey, what do you guys think the gender is? So now they're tallying what the gender is, what everybody thinks. So, and then it's like a gift box, and then it comes out pink. I'm like, all that shit took 30 minutes. I'm like, what a waste of my time. It's like, how about you just and then they put a dissertation on Facebook thanking everybody that showed up. Like, dude, boy or girl, do a baby shower, bam. That's it.
That's it, bro.
Like, what? Like, bro, these gender reveals are so ridiculous, dude.
Listen,
Like,
I've heard of gender reveals that have burned houses down. I've heard people have gotten hurt in gender reveals. Like, I've seen one where the guy ran over a thing and he had to burn his tires, and it started a fire on a tree and shit. One dude had to shoot something in the air, and it was a total disaster. Like, dude, you know what? Even if you are gonna do it, keep it simple. Keep it simple. You know, a little pop, poof, push, ping, boom, done. That's it. And do it at the beginning. How about that? Do it at the beginning of the party when everybody gets there.
Guys, if I ever have, honestly, I'm gonna say this now, when I have a kid and I have a gender reveal, it's gonna be.
You're gonna have a gender reveal
at Victor's tailgate.
Listen, if you ever make it to my tailgates, which you don't, and you're gonna do that, make it fast. Just pop a thing, pink, blue, boom, we're done.
What it's gonna be is I kind of have it like in mind. Like, I'll give you. It's one of the choices. So don't start running and shit. I'm not having a kid, but right now, the way I wanted to do it was, I think my mom would. My mom is the one that would find out whether I'm having a boy or girl. And then I would tell her, you got to go pick out a Dolphin jersey. If it's a girl, you got to get a pink Dolphin jersey. If it's a boy, just a regular one. And it's quick.
Are we really talking about how you would do this? We just spent 10 minutes talking about how we hate this shit. And you're actually giving us
Well, I'm saying that I don't like...
you're giving us a playbook.
I don't like the big... Shut the fuck up. I don't like the big festivity part. Like a friend of mine, a friend of a friend, had a gender reveal, and I mean, the guy has money, so they all gathered in a park, and he had a helicopter fly over, and then the helicopter did like 2 circles. The helicopter did 2 circles, and then he took out a jar of pink dust and he threw it on the people, and it was amazing, bro. Great execution.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, bro.
But yeah, I mean. But you were basically saying that it was, you just don't like the big festivity part. Mine's gonna take 10 seconds. It's gonna be open up a box, get the jersey.
I don't even want to do one. A gender reveal.
Big, bro. I'll tell you what my kid's gonna be. I don't give a fuck. Hey, I'm having a boy. Thanks, bro. Buy me some cigars. End of story. We're done. Whatever happened to that shit? The cigar. It's a boy. Here you go, buddy. Smoke up. That's it, bro. End of story, bro. It's ridiculous. I think it's over the top.
What you were saying earlier, Victor, about the virtual school for the kids, like for your Emily and shit like that. The second day in a row today, they had what it was a cyber attack. So someone cyber attacked the Miami-Dade public school system, and it was hacked for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
so
I didn't hear
all these kids
from her. I haven't
bro, I'm sorry. I think we spoke about this offline earlier today, bro. Virtual learning for kids.
I gotta go soon.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Whatever makes you happy.
Virtual's open 24 hours, bro. Don't worry about it.
Virtual learning doesn't work for kids, man.
Look,
they have to be in the classroom, bro.
I was telling you about a guy that I know. He had to take his kid to his office with him. Now he's the boss, so who gives a fuck? But still, you have to pay attention to what he's doing. You got to do your work, but you got to pay attention to what he's doing too. And he's a first grader, so their attention span is not like my stepson. He's in school. He's in his academy that he's at. But they're doing everything. They're holding them down before they walk in there. They're masked. They got shields, everything. But yeah, older kids, high schoolers, I figured they'll have they'll have more attention to give than the younger kids. But even then, this has to be a headache on parents too for the younger kids. You have to be there. You have to pay attention. You have to be there with your kids. You can't. Well, you're not going to leave a middle schooler home alone to do this.
What's the news?
What? Sorry, so 4 minutes ago per Josina Anderson.
Okay, yeah,
I love it. You got them DSLs, bro.
Oh, yeah. Alvin Kamara got fined $200,000.
Yeah.
Whoa, why?
He didn't report to camp the last 4 days.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she wrote, there's still potential for an extension, but both sides looks very optimistic.
Dude, I don't understand why they're not paying that guy. Pay him. Look, in my what's his name from? Oh my God,
that's not good.
KGB. Pay that man his money. Pay that.
If not, the Dolphins will.
They will not pay. We need to get. Well,
I don't understand why. Listen, I don't know where you guys are getting this fantasy that we wouldn't pay guys. Where
I don't think they're gonna pay him.
Well, where are you getting this? Where are you?
No. But you're misconstruing what I'm saying.
Correct.
There are certain positions the Dolphins won't pay heavy on.
And I don't think they're gonna pay.
I disagree. They've been on every top running back, and they haven't. And I don't care what anybody says. The Dolphins, even though Jordan Howard is a very respectable player, they settled on him.
$4 million a year plus 16. That's a big difference.
But they settled on Jordan Howard. You're going to tell me that they? I'm sure they'd rather pay Alvin Kamara $14 million a year than $4 million to Jordan Howard. No.
Well, they can't afford They can't afford everybody.
The kid is not just a running back, is what I'm just trying to say.
We've established that. That's not the point.
Matt Breida,
to them, it's value to pay that guy for that money.
If Alvin Kamara comes to the Dolphins, he is the best offensive weapon in the entire division. By the way.
Oh yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
1,000, but it's not going to happen.
Okay, so let me ask you this to go out. I'll ask both of you. Would you prefer to pay Kamara or would you prefer to pay Clowney? Quick, yes or simple question. Clowney or Kamara? Brandon. Alex.
Kamara.
Okay. All right, and with that, we will say farewell to the listeners of this fabulous show and this fabulous episode we had tonight.
My boys.
Thank you for joining us.
Morning.
You're give me don't go yet because I don't want to have to do some editing with your screen. Just let me do my out and then we can all leave together.
Hurry up.
Real quick, you know where to find us. My Once in Podcast on Twitter, My Once in Podcast on Instagram, My Once in Podcast gmail.com, soon to be My Once in Podcast.com. Merch. Keep an eye out for the penny. Subscribe. Hit the bell. YouTube. You know where we're at. Let's get those numbers up. The more numbers we get, the more we're gonna, just keep bringing the heat, and the heat will bring the heat. So I know this motherfucker's got to go. Thanks for joining us again, Alex. Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Have a good night, and I will talk to you.
My fellow Chardonnay sippers. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, gentlemen, and we will talk soon.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out.
Fins up.